Told you I was gonna wear it. What is going on, you guys? It is your girl Dags, and happy new year. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you are new, because not sure where all of y'all came from, but hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I'm Dags. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We are here today to do a wrap-up video for the month of December. I'm also working with a new mic today. We're gonna test it out and see how it goes. Hopefully it sounds okay.
I hate it! I hate it! I hate!
But yeah, your girl read a lot, and I do mean a lot of manga in the month of December, so we have a lot to go over. With that being said, I know normally I say, oh, I read this and this is what it's about and this is how I felt about it. So to kind of speed it along just a little bit, I'm going to skip the synopsis and I'm just going to tell you my feelings about the manga. I normally don't read this much manga in 1 month, but I did not read any books last month. I'm kind of taking a break from it all, you know. If you didn't see the MangaTube Secret Santa video, which if you haven't, I'm gonna need you to go do that and check out the playlist to see everybody unbox their gifts from Secret Santa. Anyway, if you didn't see it, I made a comment that I will no longer be doing bookish videos on this channel. It's going to be strictly manga all the time, and I'm ready for it. Then I told myself, since the Christmas sale was coming up, in order for me to buy X amount of manga, I needed to read X amount of manga. And I also participated in a 25 days of manga challenge where you read a volume of manga a day, or at least collectively in 25 days you read 25 mangas. Anywho, up first I read the entirety of Happiness by Shuzo Oshimi. I am officially caught up, with the exception of Inside Mari. I am officially caught up with my Oshimi reading log, and I did pick up Inside Mari. I always do this. I need to find a way to balance these books better. I did pick up Inside Mari. I'm still waiting on a couple of volumes to come in. They are on back order, so it'll be a minute before I can get to it. But I thought, I'm just gonna toss those over there because this is not working for me. I thought that this was just about vampires, and I should have known. Dealing with Mr. Oshimi, that it wasn't going to be just that straightforward, you know. This is just phenomenal. I absolutely love this manga. It has taken my number 2 slot in my Oshimi works. I don't think anything will knock Blood on the Tracks off of the number 1 spot for me, only because it was my first work by him and it made such an impact on me. It's still ongoing. I don't know where it's going to end. That might be the deciding factor, but it's what introduced me to him, so I'm kind of a little biased, honestly, as far as the writing and the story is concerned. I think Happiness might be the better story, but Blood on the Tracks I love so much, and there you go. Okay, the next thing I read was Never Open It, and it is 3 short story folklore stories, and all of the stories center around never open it. So we have a door, we have a pot, and we have a box. Story-wise, this was just okay to me. I didn't feel any which way about it. I do absolutely love this cover, and I do love the art that is featured in this manga. Well, is this a manga? This is not a manga. This is technically a graphic novel. Yeah, but I really love the way that it's set up with the black and white, and then you have splotches of red in there, and the red, I wish I could do this. The red almost makes the story feel like it's an extra color. There we go. The extra red spots just bring so much more drama to those moments and the stories. So I do love that about this manga, but other than that, it was just okay to me, no big deal. Next, I read Censor by Junji Ito.
You're holding it wrong. You're holding it wrong.
By chapter 4, I was lost. By the end of chapter 4, I was disgusted. This just wasn't for me. Mr. Ito, I love you and I respect you and I enjoy your works. This one wasn't it though. This was just not for me. I don't understand it. I got lost in the story and I'm just like, why are these things happening? Why am I here? Next up, I read volume 2 of Mal. Y'all know I love this series from the bottom of my heart. Even though we're only 2 volumes in, I need volume 3 right now. This volume cuts off right when things are starting to, something's gonna happen. And I need to know. I need closure. I need to know right now. If you are interested in the Mal series and what it's about and what's really going on, I did do a volume 1 review of this series, so I will link it above if you would like to see what I felt. Volume 3 is not slated to release until the 11th of January, I believe, and that's if it stays on track, because you know everything's been getting pushed back and pushed back. And I mean, what can you do? But hopefully it comes out January 11th. I am so ready for it and I can't wait to see what it brings. Next, I read volume 2 of My Wife Has No Emotion, right? Sometimes I want to say My Wife Has Zero Emotion. My Wife Has No Emotion. I feel like volume 2 was a little weaker than volume 1. It's still good. It's okay. We are introduced to a new Mina who looks way older than our Mina. It kind of made me stop and be like, well, how old is Mina supposed to be? Because Super Mina, because after meeting Super Mina, our Mina seems a little on the childish side, but they are just robots, I guess. I don't know. There's a fuzzy gray moral area there that I'm reading far too much into, considering it's a story about a guy who falls in love with a robot. But I digress. Takuma's sister is still creepy, and this is another one that I also did a volume 1 review on, so if you would like more information, I will leave that linked above. Next, I read School Frozen in Time volumes 1 through 3 with 4 in the works. I don't really know how I feel about this manga. I enjoy the premise. I really do. I don't really care for the execution of said premise. I feel like it could have been done better. I don't know how, because I'm not a writer, but I feel like I don't know, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. In the first volume, we get introduced to so many characters, and I'm not gonna lie, I can't keep them straight. I'm not really a fan of how these characters are coming up with the conclusions that they're coming to with the problems at hand without spoiling the manga. I don't understand how they're getting to their conclusions, and everyone's like, yeah, that makes sense, and I'm like, does it? Does that really make sense? Like, you're okay with what's going on right now? I mean, outside of that, if you don't put too much thought into it, it's not a bad story. There's only 4 volumes in the series. I do have volume 4. I haven't read it yet, but I do plan on reading it. But yeah. Up next, I read My Love Mix-Up Volume 1, and Hitomi-chan is shy with a stranger. Just one stranger. Hitomi-chan is Shy with Strangers Volume 1. These are also Volume 1 reviews. And yeah, go check out those videos if you want to know what I thought about them. Next, I read I'll Give It My All Tomorrow, and y'all, I was so bored reading this. I have never in my life wanted to DNF the first volume of a manga. Usually I'm like, it's not that long, I can push through it. Nothing's going on. Nothing's happening. We're just watching this man. We're just watching this man, and I'm just like, is the author okay? Is the mangaka okay? Because I feel like maybe he's going through something.
Midlife crisis.
I don't know. I just feel like this was, I'm not sure who the intended audience for this was. Clearly wasn't me. Just no. The series dropped. It's barely even started, but the series dropped. Fist of the North Star Volume 2. It is still good. It is still entertaining. I did enjoy the first volume more than this one, but it's still keeping on, keeping on. Up next, I read Kaiju number 8. Guys, this is so good. This is going to end up being a top shonen for me. I already feel it. I feel it in my soul. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why this is something that you need to pick up right now. The combat, great. The comedy, great. The chicks are out here fighting crime and they're not helpless, okay? These are some badass women. They're not stupid. Our main character is an adult. Lord have mercy.
We're talking creme de la creme.
I never realized how much I wanted more manga with adults as the main character. Can we please make that happen? Can we? I love the main character. I love all the characters, really. It's just good. Okay? It's good. Go pick it up. Go get it now. I'll be here waiting when you get back. But go get it.
Hurry!
Next I read Happy Kanako's Killer Life. This one was not for me, okay? The abundance of puns just kind of kept me out of the story. Yeah, Kanako, she's quirky, she's cute, whatever, she's fine. But I was like, if I read one more pun, I'm going to lose my mind. And I did lose my mind because there was about 50 more puns after that one. The story's not bad, the plot's not bad, the premise isn't bad, it's just not for me. So if you like puns, if you like quirky girls, give it a try. Next I read I Think Our Son Is Gay Volume 1. This one was lacking for me for a couple of reasons. So the chapters are super short, which isn't a big deal, whatever. But on every other page, the mom is like, I think my son's gay. I think our son is gay. Or some form of that sentence. And we got it.
We heard you the first time!
With her saying that every chance she gets, it makes this story feel very repetitive. This isn't a bad story per se. I feel like it makes light of the fact that Hiroki is just terrified, it seems like, to come out. Again, maybe I'm reading it too much into the story and what it's supposed to deliver, but I don't know. I feel like if this story was told from his perspective, I would have enjoyed it a lot more. The characters are fine, you know, the art's fine, the mom's super sweet, the brother is super sweet. Dad's okay, you know, his intentions are good, I think, but Dad's feeling slightly homophobic to me. I did already order Volume 2 before I got around to reading Volume 1, so I do plan on continuing as far as that's concerned, but if Volume 2 doesn't pick up or go a different direction or do literally anything besides what it's doing, I probably won't continue with the series. Smoking out the window. I also read Volume 7 of Blood on the Tracks. Y'all already know. I don't have to say anything about this. Just come on and give me Volume 8. I need to know the way y'all left this one hanging at the end. I need to know what's going on because I'm worried about my boy here. I really am. This 25 days of manga challenge that I did really made me go ahead and crack open some of the series that have been hanging around. So you're going to see a lot of Volume 1s. I've noticed I've been saying Volume 1 a lot, but I read Heaven's Design Team Volume 1. You will see a review of this as well in the coming weeks, so if you're interested in it, be on the lookout for that. Y'all know we can't do a wrap-up video without featuring some good old Golden Kamuy. I read volumes 8 through 11, and y'all, volume 8, wild. Do you hear me? Wild. Hands down, I thought volume 6 was going to be my favorite volume. Read volume 8, my jaw hit the floor. I loved it. Volume 8 currently has the top spot of my favorite volume of Golden Kamuy. Volume 11 is also wild, and I need to go ahead and start volume 12 because if you know, you know. But what are y'all doing? Next, I read volumes 1 and 2 of Matic. I don't even know how I feel about this.
I got it nice. Come on, your boyfriend will love it. It's kind of kinky, you know what I mean?
Archduke, Jay, and Fjord are immaculately drawn. Y'all, I think this series is going to make me develop a demon complex, and I don't think that's a good thing. Like, Supernatural already has me on a Lucifer complex.
Sorry, kid, you understand, right? No witnesses or anything, yeah.
Yes, take me, O fallen one. My life is yours to devour.
See, now you just made it weird.
This series is just, it's so good, and I'm so conflicted because I'm not supposed to like Archduke, okay? He's a jerk. We don't like him, but I kind of like him. Someone help me. Next, at the surprise to myself, I read the entire series of Demon Slayer, the whole thing. Didn't plan on doing it, it just kind of happened. This is heavy. We'll put you, there you go. That's the thumbnail. Did I like this? Yes. Did I love this? No. Is it overrated? Maybe. But should you read this? Yes, I almost dropped this. I'm just gonna put this down because I'm just, yeah. So yes, I think you should absolutely read Demon Slayer if you haven't not already. I wish the characters got more screen time. I wish they were a little bit more fleshed out. The series honestly could have been longer without stretching out the main plot. Like, if we could just throw in a couple more volumes to get a couple more minutes with our characters before things happen, that would be nice. I don't know, some of it just felt really rushed when it didn't have to be. I will say volume 16 on to the end, fire, okay? Fire. I loved every minute of it, and I was like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh wait, this is manga. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? You know, so I really enjoyed the ending. I wish it would have went a different way. I can't say what I wanted to happen without obviously spoiling the end of the manga, but I just wish it was different. It's not bad, just not what I wanted. And if they would have did it in a different way, I would have respected this series so much more than I do. Next up, I read volumes 1 and 2 of Dragon Ball Super, and listen, I love the Dragon Ball series, okay? I love the franchise. I do. However, it's too early for y'all to be repetitive, okay? I've only read 2 volumes, and I'm just like, oh, another tournament arc. Okay. Also, Goku, if you could do me a solid and stop, gambling stuff because you want to be the strongest person in the world and you want to see how good you are, that'd be fantastic. Gamble your stuff. Leave everybody else alone, please. Next, I read Mashal Volume 1 and Volume 2. Y'all, I was so excited for this. I was like, One Punch Man meets Harry Potter. I like both of those things. What can go wrong? It is a little too heavy on the Harry Potter-esque-ness of the series for me, and it just flopped. I don't like it. I don't like it, and it makes me sad because I was really excited to get around to reading these, and you know what? I'm dropping the series. Next up, I read Burn the Witch. I have seen everybody and their mama pick up this manga these past couple months. So I'm like, let me see what's going on. You know, it's here on the Shonen app. What do I have to lose? Let me check it out. I was so bored. So bored. And Balgo, y'all need to just go ahead and just... He is insufferable. I do not like that boy. For it to have the action in it that it had, it didn't feel like anything was at stake. I don't know. Just not for me. Next up, I read Hell's Paradise, Volume 1 and 2. And y'all, I do not know where I have been. I don't know why I have slept on this series for so long, but it was fantastic. I cannot wait to continue with the story and see what happens. I love the characters, I love the art, I love the story, I love the everything. I don't have anything bad to say about Hell's Paradise. Not yet, anyway. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Up next, I read Dementia 21, and this is so much fun. I love this so much. I had no expectations out of these. I picked these up around October because I was in my little spooky mood, you know, and I never got around to reading it. And I had also read Super Dimensional Love Gun, who's by the same mangaka, but I wasn't really into that one that much. And I was like, oh, if this is his sense of humor, I don't think I'm gonna like anything else that he's written. However, this is so funny and so creepy at the same time. Like, supernatural haunted elderly people? I can't. It's episodic. I feel so bad for this main character. Girl, I would have quit my job years ago. You're doing too much. One of my favorite stories in here, I'm gonna spoil one of the stories, but this lady, this elderly lady, is just so sad that she's getting wrinkles. And they're not even that bad, really. But she's just like, I got wrinkles and I'm getting old. And the main character is like a home nurse, like a house aide person. And we're following her and her different patients. But she's like, oh, she's so upset. Let me get her some anti-wrinkle cream or whatnot. And it doesn't work. In fact, it makes her more wrinkly. And eventually, wrinkles start taking over the entire town because wrinkles have become contagious because of this anti-wrinkle cream. And stuff happens and they find a way to get rid of the wrinkles. So they do the thing to get the wrinkles to go away, but it gets rid of all of the wrinkles, including the wrinkles in her brain. So now she's got a smooth brain. Y'all go read this. I cannot with these stories in here. There's also volume 2, which I will be reading ASAP, but this is just good. I really like this. And last but not least, I read volume 11 of My Dear Self with Malice Aforethought. And y'all know this was my favorite series last year, my favorite read last year. And I've been waiting for all of the chapters for volume 11 so I can just binge the ending. And y'all, it's just so good. It's so good. That is quality psychological manga right there. Just go, if you like psychological thrillers, you like twisty, turny craziness in your stories, go read it. It's so underrated. I never see anybody talk about it, and I want the world to read this manga series. Dear Heavenly Father, I saw what you did for Tokyo Revengers by giving them a physical English release. If you could do the same for My Dear Self, you know, tell me what you need from me. I will make that happen. Amen. So that is all of the manga that I read in the month of December. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Let me know what you all read in December, and if you are interested in any of the things that I have read this last month. I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.